Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming. Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2. Today we are embarking on Season 4 of NASCAR Heat 2. Now I kind of broke my rules a little bit. Usually I start a new season after we win a championship, but for the purposes of this, since we are doing something different, I decided to start a new season. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to run all three series. I made paint schemes for all three series already based off of our state incentive program that we started up a couple weeks ago. So these are based on November statistics. We had North Carolina with the most views, so they're going to be a sponsor of my Cup car. We got Pennsylvania in second and Michigan third. So those will be the three paint schemes that we unveil for this month. And as soon as I get all the information from December, I'll start making paint schemes for January. And then we'll go from there. So I've done that already, but what I haven't done is decided what team I'm going to race for in each series yet. Now, I want to do a lineup that makes sense. And in my opinion, the lineup that makes sense is probably going to be running Toyotas. I personally love the look of Toyota's car. So we're going to probably sign with Toyotas. And we're going to be signing for 5-star teams, which is, a huge thing that we talked about last season. If we were going to do this, we needed to do 5-star teams. I even kind of cheated my way to it a little bit. But that's in the past. So basically, there's only two options for us. Either Furniture Row Racing. I don't know why it says the 26 car for Eric Jones there, but so either Furniture Row Racing or Joe Gibbs. Those are the only 5-star Toyota teams in NASCAR at this time in the Cup Series. There are other Toyota teams, but those are the only 5-star teams. I'm just going to look through to make sure I'm not missing anything for some reason. So basically, we're going to sign with Furniture Row. That makes the most sense to add a third car to the roster. So we're going to sign as a custom car for Furniture Row Racing. So we're going to be teammates with Truex Jr. and Eric Jones. Obviously, the paint schemes don't look very similar, but that's fine. So Cup Series, we are doing Furniture Row Racing. I'll read the description for you guys. Furniture Row Racing is a stock car racing team that currently competes in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. The team currently fields the 77 for Eric Jones and the number 78 for Martin Truex Jr. Furniture Row Racing has a technical alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing. Now, obviously, for next season, Eric Jones won't be there, and they'll have to add to the description reigning NASCAR champion for Truex, but we are going to accept that contract. Now, we need to go to the Xfinity Series. So, let's look at Toyota 5-star teams. Well, let's look at 5-star teams in general. Chip Ganassi's Chevrolet. Moving on, we got... Obviously, Joe Gibbs will be... Joe Gibbs will be in 5-star Toyota, so... and they only have 3 cars, so I technically could do a Joe Gibbs car. There's the paint scheme, by the way, for the Xfinity Series. Junior Motorsports is Chevy. Calling Racing is also Chevy, yep. So that won't qualify. Childress is Chevy as well. Roush Fenway is Ford. Let's see. I'm going to... Stuart Haas is Ford as well, and Penske is Ford. So I believe that's also... We really only have one option here, which is to do Joe Gibbs Racing in the Xfinity Series, which I guess makes sense. That's kind of the Eric Jones path right now. And that's kind of why I stuck to Toyota, besides actually really liking the car design. What I need to do is I need to go into the paint booth and just confirm that I'm doing Toyotas everywhere. But we're going to sign with Joe Gibbs in the Xfinity Series. Joe Gibbs Racing was launched in 1991 by former NFL head coach Joe Gibbs, with his first season of Premier Series competition coming in 1992. The dominant team has amassed 4 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series championships since the year 2000. We're signing there, and then Now, for the truck series, let's see what our options are. Obviously, Kyle Busch Motorsports would be the primary option, but we could also run for a different Toyota team once I find one. So, Kyle Busch Motorsports, obviously. Now, we could be evil and replace the Happy Dog because we don't want anybody else running the Happy Dog. If I do Kyle Busch Motorsports, that's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to replace the Happy Dog because we don't want anybody else running the Happy Dog besides us. Neemco is Chevy. The only other thing is Thor Sport, and they're Toyota. But I think we're going to do what I said I was going to do, and we're going to use... we're going to replace the Happy Dog car. So, I am the only Happy Dog driver here. So, we're going to use custom car, replace the 46 with your custom car, except Kyle Busch Motorsports is a stock car racing team that currently competes in the NASCAR Championship Truck Series and the Late Model Tour. Team field to 4, 18, 46, and 51. 46 no longer. Let's just confirm that that went through. No, canceled. So let's start Season 5. Alright, so I'm going to go... I'll just do this with you guys. I'm going to check to make sure we are going to do Toyota. Make sure we have the Toyota scheme on all of the cars. Alright, I switched all of the paint schemes to make sure we were on Toyota. And let's look at, well actually, let's set the incentive contract first, but let's check our settings and our rivals. First of all, Legend, 13% 4 times, that's going to be the same. So, rivals. Our rivals in the Cup Series, obviously, 5 went down to 3, 4 went down to 2, etc. So, we no longer have people who want to absolutely murder us, but we are still close. Compared to the Xfinity Series, we've been gone for 2 seasons now. So, the 5-star rivals have gone down to 1 star. They've gone down 4 levels instead of just 2. And the 4 stars went down to 0 as well as 3. And then Truck Series, we've been out of the Truck Series for 3 seasons now. So everybody's back to level 0 there. Standings are obviously 0. I don't know why Todd Gilliland is there, but... So basically how this going to be structured is we're going to do a weekend per episode. So this episode we're going to have all 3 Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series at Daytona. Next episode I believe there's only 2 of the 3 series. If there's only 1 of the 3 series, then we're only going to do 1 race per episode. That's just how it's going to work. That's the plan right now. So let's head off to the Truck Series and get our truck game going here. So I enlisted the assistance of my non-colorblind family member to assist me with some of these paint schemes. Now, they didn't turn out how I liked for a couple reasons. One, the lighting in the paint booth is really weird. And some of the flag colors are just a little off from what I have available to us in the paint booth. So, all right, so I don't know if I should qualify. Yeah, I'm going to try to qualify, especially in the Truck Series, because I feel like that would be something I might not qualify last in. Yeah, so let's see if we don't qualify last.
Let's see where we play.
That's not last. It's pretty darn close to last, but it's not last. So I appreciate that. But let's head off. Let me actually do some setup adjusting here. I didn't do that. I forgot to do that, but we'll just go up a little bit since tape can be an issue. So let's start the race. No PRN intro for the Truck Series. So let's just get started here and see what kind of truck debut, well, re-entry to the Truck Series, I guess we can call it. But I really don't know what to expect. Like I said, I haven't done Legend on these in the trucks and the Xfinity, so I really don't know what to expect. what I do know is I don't want to be on the outside right now. There we go.
Hold your line.
But I also don't want to lose the draft, which might happen. Dowsett is pushing me down quite a bit. Now we got to remember really short stages in the truck series, so we got to try to take advantage of what we got, which is only 2 laps here at the bigger tracks, so really short stages. Try to get underneath Boyd. Got Jennifer Joe right here. We'll give her a bit of a shove going down the tri-oval.
Careful.
And we're going to try to get underneath her going into turn 1. Didn't really time that well, but it's going to work anyway because she's just that slow. Alright, going to get underneath TJ Bell. Try to work with Joe Nemechek. You also got a teammate up there, Myatt Snyder. So I might try to shove him, but we also got Gregson there as well. Well, that'd be quite a spectacular wreck if I managed to get into all 3 of us. Gave him a shove, but we're going to try to get some stage points out of this. I clipped the apron, so I don't think we're going to get there. So 12th place, considering that only 2 lap stages and we started 30th, that's pretty darn good. No need to pit. We'll pit at the end of the next stage. Try to get some stage points here. And then everybody will pit at the end of this stage, I would assume. And we can go to the end of the race.
Smooth here. Going green. Green flag.
Not thrilled about starting on the outside, but we made it work on the initial start, so I assume we can make it work here.
Stay right there.
Now, I could have gone with ThorSport, but I don't really think it's that big of a difference, considering we aren't running one of their own trucks. We're doing custom cars. Christopher Bell was kind of spazzing out there, but he fell in line with us, and hopefully we can work with him. Maybe get him up front as well, even though I don't think Christopher Bell's going to have any issues this season. He's usually pretty dominant in this series. Just now getting up to speed, so we'll try to make some more moves going out of turn 4. But I would love to work with Bell, but he's also kind of slow right now. If you can get under Self, that would be great.
10 laps to go. Hold your line.
Alright, I do want to get some stage points, so I'm going to have to abandon our teammate here. But I want to try to get some stage points, maybe even a stage win if we can really have a good last lap here.
Clear high.
Going to work with Austin Wayne Self here, maybe try to get under Cody Coughlin as possible, all the way up there. Come on, get underneath Cody, get underneath Cody. I think he is. Beautiful. That'll help us get around Crafton and Coughlin, hopefully. Actually, Self gave us some room, so we're going to take it.
Hold your line.
Don't think we're going to be able to do much as far as getting the win, but maybe a 3rd place finish if we can pass Rhodes. Yes, we do.
Great lap.
Alright, that was a good lap. Regan Smith won the stage. Alright, we are all pitting. No tires and only 1 can of fuel. That will probably... Oh, it left me in 3rd place. Okay. That should be enough fuel, you would think.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
For, yeah, 11 laps of fuel, 8 laps to go. So, alright. Now, as you guys know, my restrictor plate skills are kind of limited as far as leading the pack. So I think I'm going to work with Regan Smith here and try to build a 2-car tandem lead right now, and then I can make my move on the last lap. Because that's what I feel comfortable with. Obviously, that doesn't always work. Oh, we got JJ Yeley trying to make a move. We're not very good at getting up to speed, but once we are up to speed, I think we can be very competitive. Obviously, we're in 2nd place, but still. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that Smith is kind of washing up the track every now and then. I give him a shove going into the tri-oval. Again, I would not like to pass him right now, Aaron. Thank you. I would like to work with Smith and maybe build out a lead on the rest of the pack. I don't think we're going to have any issue if I time things right passing him. I just got to be careful when I do so.
Hold your line.
Because we're definitely faster. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. Yeah, it's going to probably mean the occasional long episode, the occasional short episode, but it is what it is. And I hope you guys are looking forward to something different. None of the other NASCAR YouTubers are doing something like this yet, anyway. You would think that they might try to do something like that, but nothing like that yet. And I'm trying to be innovative and different to bring in some more people, but obviously that can only go so far without your guys' support. So I really hope you guys like this idea, and hopefully we can have a good run at it.
Careful.
Maybe be a little more competitive in the Cup Series now that we have a 5-star ride with Furniture Row Racing. And who knows, maybe we can win all 3 championships. It's a possibility. It's going to be hard. I don't really know what the policy is in this game as far as when I don't think there are any conflicts, but there might be conflicts, and there might be, maybe the game doesn't let you run, like if the trucks are at Gateway and the Cup is at Kentucky or something. I don't know, I'm just giving an example. In the same weekend, maybe it won't let you run the Truck Series. I don't know. Don't really know what the deal is there. But my goal of pulling out from the pack has been achieved. The pack is also kind of single filing up. So we've achieved our goal there. I'm not a huge fan of how much room Smith is giving me to the bottom at times. So yeah.
Hold low. Hold your
Oh
line.
crap, I did it. Alright, well, here we go.
Stay on the bottom.
I did not mean to do that. I was going to start a new line of conversation, but as that happened, I was all of a sudden to the inside because Smith went up the track when I wasn't expecting him to, and I just had a huge run. So we're leading now, and that's going to kind of take away our 2-car tandem advantage because Smith does not will not bump draft me unless if he's level 5 pissed off, but he's obviously not. Three laps to go. I'm not going to cut out, considering this is a restrictor plate race, but normally I would cut out at times like this. Austin Wayne Self has shoved Regan Smith to the outside. If he does that to me, we are in some deep trouble because everybody is single file at this point in time. Well, as single file as NASCAR Heat 2 can get. Looks like Grant Enfinger is taking advantage of Self, and we're going to try to block him. I really don't like racing in my mirror. That's something I've never been good at or particularly liked. But that's what we've been put into here because of
2 to go.
my accidental stupidity there. And it's not really fun for you guys because all you're doing is looking at this tiny little bit of space on the screen that is the mirror. So we do have some damage, well, visual damage, I guess not. The damage has not registered because our hood does look a little deformed. We got could see that through the windshield, sorry. Alright, we are coming to the white flag, sponsored by the state of Michigan and Governor Rick Snyder. I'll obviously know more facts about Michigan because that's where I live than I will in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and whatever other states manage to get on our cars. But I am going to try to spit out some random facts every now and then about states, just to kind of, make the stream or the video a little more unique. Luckily, the pack hasn't really formed up behind end fingers, so we don't have to battle 2-3 wide. And it looks like, barring something unforeseen, we are going to win at Daytona.
Great job!
Alright, that was a good win. We really moved up through the pack during the stages, and then we worked with Regan Smith for a little while, and then we ended up leading about 4 laps, honestly. So that was a good race. Regan Smith fell all the way to 8th place. Crafton also won a stage. 11th place for Jennifer Jo Cobb. Good for her. Christopher Bell was in 22nd, I think it was. So that's a good truck race. We'll get some money. That might put us over the 20 million mark. I love how we're only getting paid $10,000 from the truck team, but that is what it is. So we're leading the points. That is all dandy. We're heading to victory lane. Another win for the Happy Dog, even though we kind of took the Happy Dog out of commission. Sorry, Happy Dog. I didn't want to. I couldn't stand seeing you being driven by another car. So that's a win. And we will head back to the menu and get ready for the Xfinity race. We're not going to qualify for the Xfinity and the Cup race. That's just time that we don't need to waste right now. Oh, we got a message from Ben Rhodes. Let's see what he has to say.
Wow, that was so close. I just want to congratulate you on the amazing win.
Thanks. That wasn't very close, but I appreciate it. Alright, incentive contract for the Xfinity Series. We'll just go with the easy one. And let's head off to Daytona for the Xfinity Series. Now, again, we haven't done Legend difficulty in the Xfinity Series, so I don't really know what it's going to be like, honestly. That Daytona truck race was a little easy, but I would hope that the Xfinity Series is going to be a little harder. There are more cars that we need to pass, so that'll automatically be harder. And obviously, once we start making some rivals, then that situation will only be made worse, but that is okay with me. We are used to that kind of thing, and we kind of have a faster car in the Cup Series now, so hopefully we can avoid any kind of shenanigans there.
They're about to throw the green flag.
But let's try to make it. Maybe we can sweep the weekend. That would be a good way to do this. Sweep the weekend.
Keep it right there.
I really want to get. Okay, Hill is really pinching me down here. I want to get past Majeski before this corner. Oh, this is a really bad position to be in.
Keep it right there.
But looks like we kind of figured it out somehow. We didn't really advance as far as I had wanted, but we figured it out nonetheless. Majeski is very, very slow, but I don't really have anywhere else to go right now. Once we're up to speed, I'll have a few more options. I'm just going to try to push Majeski through. He is a former teammate, after all.
Stay low.
We kind of abandoned the Ford camp. We've done Fords for most of our career through the Xfinity and the Cup Series. Alright, Majeski, you're just ridiculously slow.
Stay low. Hold your line.
Not that drafting with David Starr is going to be any better, but it's worth a try. And he actually left the lane open for us, so. Oh, I didn't mean to get in the car long. I was going to try to run with Armstrong here.
Easy. Hold your line.
Again, probably not going to get stage points here in stage 1, but if we can make enough progress, stage 2 is still in play.
Hold your line.
Try to get underneath Armstrong, go with Ryan Sieg. I'm surprised there aren't very many DLC schemes for Daytona, but then again, usually teams like to run their primary scheme for the Daytona 500, so that is understandable.
Hold your line.
Final lap in the stage. Here's Daniel Hemrick. Gave him a shove and we'll take advantage.
Easy. Hold your line.
But we're 3 wide and I don't have any drafting help, so not the most ideal situation here. But we still have positioning on him, so we'll be able to make the pass here. Work with Kevin Harvick, maybe? Yeah.
Right there.
I tried to get underneath, but there just wasn't quite enough room. But we will try to get underneath here, even though I don't think we're going to get a position. Because that is the end of the stage.
Caution. Watch for debris.
But hey, we did move up almost to halfway through the pack, so that's a good start. We do not need to pit in order to make it through stage 2. Of course, we have to start on the outside, which I'm not thrilled about.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. There's the green flag.
But let's see if we can maybe get to the inside quickly once we do get up to speed. The outside lane just doesn't like to go at Daytona, which is frustrating, but at least it works it out. Well, I take that back. We did kind of go there for a second, but now we're getting absolutely swamped.
Car inside.
Is there a slow car up there or something that's completely roadblocking us here? Because that felt like more than just the outside lane being weak. And we're also in a 3 wide situation, which I really don't want to be in right now.
Car low. Clear high.
Alright, we're going to have to try to make the outside line work here. We don't have positioning yet. But there is a gap behind Smithley if we can take advantage of it. Or we might be able to pass him. Nope, not quite. But we can try to get past Kane here. That would be nice. Kind of making the middle line work. Not really how I wanted to do this, but it's kind of working.
Still there.
I probably could be moving forward a lot faster had I been on the bottom, but we're not losing too many positions. There's kind of an opening, but not really. If I can get past Logano going into turn 3, then we're going to be in really good shape. Yes! Alright. Kind of had to give a slight bump to Harrison Rhodes there, but alright, now let's see if we can maybe get some stage points here.
Keep it right there. Still there.
We're kind of back to the people we were racing around Harvick
In to go.
earlier.
Stay low. Keep it right there.
Just shove Harvick through here. Probably could have made a move, but that's fine.
Stay right there.
We are on the last lap of the stage, so I don't know if stage points are going to be possible. We did make a huge push at the end of the last truck race, or the end of the second stage in the truck race, but unfortunately that's probably not going to happen because I made a bad decision here. If I can get back down to the bottom, I might have a shot, but unfortunately I'm just in a bad spot.
Still there.
So it looks like either 16th or 17th.
Caution.
16th, we did get around Eric Jones there. So I assume everybody's going to pit here. Yep, that is the plan. No tires, 1 can of fuel. We will up the tape a little bit. And we stayed right where we were. Alright. And again, we're starting on the outside. Dang it.
Stay sharp. Green.
I should have let Eric Jones by.
Green are underneath.
But I don't think that far ahead usually.
Low. Low.
Gonna make it 3 wide on Brandon Jones already. Because the less cars on the top, the less backing up we're gonna do. Which always happens on these restarts in the high lane. We'll shove Ty Dillon out of the equation here. That wall hit really didn't help our cause. And the fact that we lost all of our drafting help.
Stay on the top. Hold your line.
Come on, can we please get Suarez's draft? That's really gonna help our cause right now.
Stay on the top. Keep it right there. Easy. Hold your line.
Come on, get in there, get in there. Dang it. Oh no, oh no. Save it, Aaron, save it. Okay. That was minimal damage for us, minimal damage for us. But of course, we're in 16th and we're on the outside. Dang it. We almost got to the inside. We almost did it. I'm being super aggressive here, but I really do feel like I have a chance to win if I can get on the inside lane. Because that's where I can make all of my moves. We are slightly damaged, so that's not going to help our cause, but it's not too bad. Let's try to isolate Harvick here. Oh, actually, I might... Nope. Nope. I was too aggressive there. Oh, we're stopping. Why are we stopping? Why are we literally stopping? Well, that only cost me about 10 positions. There's no reason for that sudden of a stop. And now, almost everybody is single file. That's really gonna hurt my chances to get up to the top 10. Because now it's just a roadblock. Hamlet, can you go underneath Harvick? Is that who it is? Dang it. You need to be more aggressive, Mr. Daniel. Either Harvick or Custer, can't really tell. I'm going to go for it, though, because Daniel's not being a good leader. Oh, that's Keselowski. Sorry.
Stay low. Hold your line.
Shouldn't have given him a shove there. Dang it. That was an ill-advised move on my part. But we should still be able to get around Harvick, hopefully.
Stay on the bottom. Easy. Hold your line.
Like to get with Poole here. Maybe get around Keselowski. Not quite. Not quite.
2 to go. Keep low. Stay right there.
Try it again. See if we can do it this time. Well, Keselowski got the advantage on Poole momentarily, so that helps.
Easy. Hold your line.
But we'll have the ultimate advantage here.
Hold your line. Top is clear.
Alright. Let's see if I can make a move on Poole here. Maybe draft with Tyler Reddick. Not quite. Nope. I'm really tempted to make a move to the high side, but I know it's just going to stall me out.
Stay on the bottom.
I'm just... White flag is out, sponsored by the state of Pennsylvania.
Hold your line.
I don't know who the governor is. I'm sorry, I haven't done my research yet.
Stay low. Hold your line.
I've been to Pennsylvania once. That was fun.
Hold the bottom. Hold your line.
I've seen the Liberty Bell, among other things.
Hold the bottom. Hold your line.
Come on, can we at least maybe eke out a top 10 here? That's going to be a stretch, but we're going to try.
Keep it right.
We're going to have to get underneath Clements here. Oh, we might be able to do it. We're in 11. How is Stephen Light up here?
Stay low.
Get out of the way, Stephen Light. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, 11.
Top 20.
I almost got there. I don't know why Stephen Light was up here. Yeah, he's really the only anomaly up here right now. Everybody else is fairly reasonable. Joey Gase won a freaking stage. How does that happen? Everybody finished again. Joey Logano won. Ross Chastain also won a stage. Jeez. Those are two very weird stage winners. Even though it is Daytona, those are still two very weird stage winners. And we're 15th in points because we did not get any stage points either. So, unfortunately, couldn't quite maintain our points position. But that's fine. Moving on to the Cup race with our newfound freedom without rivals and 5-star teams. So Joey Glace. I combined the first word of the statement with his name. Glad to see that you're racing Xfinity again. Hashtag good luck this season. Alright. We'll just do the easy again. Let's head off to the Daytona 500, see what we can do. Probably nothing good, but we will attempt nonetheless. Alright, the world's longest loading screen is finally over. There's our beautiful car that we are now going to race the Daytona 500 with, starting last place because qualifying.
We're live at Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida for the running of the great American race, the Daytona 500. A new season of Monster Energy NASCAR Cup racing is officially about to get underway. The weather is perfect, the pre-race festivities are wrapping up, and the sold-out crowd is on their feet. It's that time of year again. NASCAR is back.
Alright, here we go.
There's the green flag.
Starting our second full year in Sprint Cup after finishing third in the championship last season.
Right there.
Signing a 5-star ride with Furniture Row Racing, going from front row to Furniture Row. And hopefully we can have a little more consistent success, maybe less 40th place finishes. Would be very, very nice. We do still have, well, nobody's a level 5 rival, but we do still have people who are level 3, which is the former level 5 rivals are now level 3. So we still got to be careful about that, especially here since bump drafting does kind of count. Which is kind of bogus in my opinion. But I also really shouldn't have gone 3 wide here. But hopefully we can shove Jeffrey out of the equation. But we're super fast, we're just in a really bad starting position because that's what this game likes to do. Even though I didn't really attempt qualifying because I knew the game would put us in last. Alright, we barely snuck in there. But I really didn't want to pass Corey LaJoie quite yet, but hopefully it'll work regardless. 9 laps on fuel, so everybody, if fuel strategy makes sense, will pit at the end of this stage, because everybody needs to pit in order to make it to the next stage. But unfortunately, the AI usually isn't that smart. Gosh, you really feel the speed difference with the trucks, the Xfinity and Cup, when you do all 3 back-to-back. Because this car is so fast compared to even the Xfinity car, 10, 15 mile per hour difference.
Hold your line.
Alright, we got our first teammate encounter here. Let's try to go through this whole season without making our teammates level 5. But Eric Jones was level 5 at the end of last season, so he's going to be level 3.
Hold low. Still there.
Going into this season. But I would really appreciate not having to deal with teammates as rivals, because that just puts us in an awkward situation in Monday morning meetings.
Hold your line.
But we are moving up through the pack at a much faster rate than we did in the Xfinity series, which is good. I'm quite glad actually, because I really didn't want to hang around the back with those guys who are rivals. Why are we stopping everybody? Oh, multiple wrecks. That's the end of the stage. Somebody must have had an issue there because we all stopped, and unfortunately, Daniel Suarez was unfortunately had the most damage there. I can use words. Now we don't need to pit because it's 6-lap stages. And since we had the caution early, we should be able to make it to the end.
Steady. Nice and smooth here.
That is assuming other things fall how they should.
20 laps to go.
Of course it's an 8-lap stage. Of course it is. So everybody's going to have to pit except for the people who pitted under that caution, which I feel like there were a couple people who did so. Apparently we're 3 wide here because otherwise Jamie McMurray is just going to be a real pain.
Carlo.
How did Matt DiBenedetto get up here so quickly? He was running in the 35th or something when we passed him. So, I mean, good for Matty D, but...
Hold your line. Load clear.
Alright, so if my suspicions are correct, we're all going to have to pit. Which is not good. At all.
Stay low. Hold your line.
But I would assume that everybody's going to be on the same strategy. Besides, I think a couple people did pit. So,
Still there.
hopefully we can put ourselves in a position to where we can either A, get the lucky dog, or B, get the wave around. If we do fall a lap down, which is definitely a possibility in this scenario.
Stay low. Keep it right there.
I should know better, but honestly, I was just so excited that we were running quickly that I really didn't think about it. Now, we are the reigning Daytona 500 champions. I didn't really think about that, but we are.
Hold your line.
So, we're defending our title here,
Hold your line.
and we're obviously much more competitive. Last time we won it on pit strategy, and ironically enough, now we are on the incorrect pit strategy. So, I don't really know what to do here because I can't really save fuel.
Stay on the bottom. Stay right
I don't really know how to save fuel here. Oh, our teammate Truex had an issue there coming out of turn 2.
Still there.
So I guess the best way for me to go about things is to position myself to be the lucky dog, assuming everybody has to pit, which, you know, according to my math, they should. But I think the best thing to do is position myself in the lucky dog position.
Leader is pitting.
Oh, wow, that almost completely LePage the field there with Chase Elliott. I combined, I was going to say Clace, which is Chase and Elliott. Close. I am so good at, like, first of all, okay, Paul Menard is leading the race.
Hold your line.
That should not be happening. I'm going to stay out as long as I have drafting help, but I have a feeling Menard's coming in this time. So I'm going to be smart, even though he is my only drafting help. I'm going to try to stay away from him to avoid a wreck coming on the pit road.
Lead car is pitting.
Yep. Majority of the people came in there. Looks like Ryan Blaney is still out. So hopefully we can get with him or maybe draft with some of the people who are coming off of pit road right now. But unfortunately they're a little too slow to take advantage of. Denny Hamlin behind Corey LaJoie is not usually a thing that you would want to have.
Stay high. Hold your line.
Alright, we are coming in next time by. Not this time, next time. Unless if we see the 1 before we get down there. I'm doing this just in case if a caution were to appear. And then we would obviously have the advantage. Alright, we are pitting next time by.
You're running on fumes out there.
Yep, well aware of the fuel issues right now. I'm just trying to put myself in a lucky dog position right now, which I honestly think we are going to be in good shape with. But we just got to have a clean pit road entry, which is usually something I don't have to worry about. It looks like Keselowski and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. are the ones that possibly pitted under that last caution. But it looks like they have the advantage right now. So we're obviously coming in this time. We're going to get on the inside. Hopefully get to 55 before the pit road commitment line.
Too fast. We got the black flag.
Dang it. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't really have an option now. Well, we are going to do 2 tires. There's no repair. But full load of fuel. See if we can make it to the end from here. Oh, that's a big penalty. Dang it, I was so concerned with not LePaging the field that I messed up the pit road entry. Oh, this is a painful penalty. I was so concerned about not getting run over from behind that I forgot to brake earlier than what I did. Alright, I still haven't seen any cars. Luckily now I've seen cars. Dang it, that really hurt us. That really hurt us. I'm going to try to get on the track here. Yep, that absolutely killed us. Are we a lap down? Well, of course, now the yellow comes out. I guess that helps us not lose any more positions, but... So, we have to stay out, right? We don't have a choice. If we want to... Get... Dang it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Crap! I should have pitted.
Okay.
We wouldn't have won the race, but we sure would have been in a better position than we are now. I knew we should have pitted. Oh, it's going to be close. We're going to run out of fuel at the white flag. I knew I should have pitted, but I sincerely thought I would get the wave around.
Car there.
But let's just try to put us in the lucky dog position. And if we do get a caution, which would be extremely beneficial to our situation right now, then we can A, get back on the lead lap hopefully, and B,
Stay on the bottom. Still there.
make it to the end on fuel. So caution is obviously the ideal way that this is going to work. But I will not purposely try to cause that caution because I'm better than that. 10 laps, 9 laps. We'll check that every now and then just to make sure. But, I mean, the positive is I think there were only like 8 cars on the lead lap around there. And I have a feeling one of them's probably a weirdo. Well, not a weirdo. Well, you know what I mean. Somebody who's probably not supposed to be up there. So hopefully it won't have too much of an impact on points.
Car high.
Obviously we didn't get any stage points today, so that hurts.
Hold the bottom. Easy. Hold your line.
I'm just trying to figure out when I'm going to run out of fuel. It's going to be coming to the white flag, I'm pretty sure. And this track is too big to make that work, unfortunately.
Clear, clear.
I'm just waiting to see, you know, who's probably the last car on this lap.
Still there.
So that I can possibly... Now, obviously, if I can get my way to the front and a caution comes out, then we get our lap back automatically. But that probably is going to be a little bit too much to ask in this situation. But if we can at least get ahead of cars that are on our lap, that would be super beneficial.
Hold the bottom. Still there.
Dang it. Nobody wants to stick to the very bottom, which is really the only way that I can do things here. So Kyle Busch is not on our lap. He is a lap down. Blaney and Joey Gase ahead of him.
Still there.
Blaney actually hit the wall there. Oh, multiple people are hitting the wall. That was Trevor Bayne. These guys are all on the lead lap, so these positions mean nothing to me. At least Joey Gase and Ty Dillon are still on our lap. Possibly more. Well, there goes Corey LaJoy. He was on the lead lap. Everybody's going to have to pit again. I just kind of want to time it right so that I can possibly get on the lead lap if a caution were to come out. Because I was the very last one to pit. Well, the people who pitted under that caution will probably be okay. So I guess not everybody does have to pit. So again, I just would love to get in the lucky dog position, but unfortunately Joey Gase and Ty Dillon and Danica Patrick are all on my lap and ahead of me. Well, there goes a few of those people.
Caution is out.
There's our caution, and I did not get the lucky dog, but I think I can get a wave around and make it to the end. I didn't get the wave around. Everybody pitted on the lead lap. How did I not get the wave around?
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
Well, we now need another caution. Because I am in the lucky dog position now, and we can make it to the end. So I need another caution if we're going to make this competitive. Otherwise, 15th place is all we're going to get.
Clear low.
So I need to get to the lead, and then a caution needs to come out. Freaking Corey LaJoy, how are you leading?
Steady.
You were on pit road when this caution came out. Well, that's probably how.
Are outside.
And he's probably how I didn't get the wave around. Dang it.
Keep it right there.
Couldn't have waited one more lap for the caution, couldn't you? I was almost about to get the lucky dog position. Alright, either way, we can at least get out in front and get our lap back. If Corey LaJoy wins this race, that's going to be the biggest upset of all time. But I obviously want to get in front of him, just in case if we do have a caution. Then well, I'm in the lucky dog position either way, but then I wouldn't have to start at the back of the pack if I do get the lucky dog. By getting my lap back now, I wouldn't have to start at the back of the pack.
Hold your line.
And now I'm in that position that I...
Solid day.
Well, that's the end of the race because I wasn't thinking. 15th place, I mean, it's still a good finish, but the way things fell, I mean, I was just wrong on pit strategy. I should have pitted after the first stage. That put us behind, and then the speeding penalty also put us behind. So I got a 15th place is not bad. Did Corey LaJoy win this race? Corey LaJoy wins the Daytona 500, everybody. Don't ask how that happened. I honestly think this running order might be a little glitched. Because not Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, where is he? He's 12th. What? Oh my gosh. Corey LaJoy was on a lap of his own. Corey LaJoy was on a lap of his own. Look at the times. Wow. I still don't understand how Chase Elliott ended up way back there, but that's fine. 15th place is a good finish for us regardless. Not how I wanted to end this episode. That's almost going to be an hour long. And we fall to 17th because of lack of stage points. So, head back to the menu, see if anybody wants to tweet at us, and we will call this episode there. Technically, we did get a top 15 finish. Back for another Monster Energy NASCAR Cup season. Can't wait. Looking forward to hashtag trading paint with you this season. Thanks, Chase. So next episode, we have another triple header at Atlanta. So another triple header, another long episode on Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.